Hi everybody, it's Bryan Alaspa again. I'm actually taking a lunch break here at work, my day job, so to speak. And thought I'd record one of these real quick for you. It's been a while since I've done one of these, and I've been wanting to talk about my novel, my horror novel called Gone. I've been meaning to do it for a while, but it's one of those things I keep putting off because, just like with Rig, I have a weird relationship with this particular novel. It's easily my second best-selling book after Rig. People seem to like the horror stuff, which is great because I love to write it. But I was disappointed with the results of Rig after I wrote it. I always felt like it was not as scary as I had intended. The audio sound and the feeling I got when I first heard the audio recording of the Sounds from Hell was very scary to me. You know, it was late at night and stuff. And I just didn't know if it translated well to writing, it being such an audio experience. So I was working at this one company. It was had offices, a huge building that was easily a block long, and I used to go on breaks and during lunch. I used to go for a walk around the building several times to try to get some exercise. And one day I'm walking along, and like a lot of people, when I'm walking, I get some of my best inspiration. Also when I'm driving, shaving, anything else. And I had this thought. What scares me? What scares me? I want to do a true horror story, and my original thought was maybe it could be a short story. But what would scare me? And the answer came that being such a city boy like I am, I don't like being out in the woods very much. I went camping exactly once, and it was an unmitigated disaster in so many regards. To any of my friends who were there on that particular occasion, senior prom. Maybe you all have good memories. I just remember how everything that could go wrong did go wrong. Tornadoes, people breaking their noses, cars breaking down on the way home, riding in a police cruiser, losing my wallet, everything. It was just a nightmare. And ever since then, I've just usually being out in the middle of the wilderness where there's no streetlights, because I'm used to the city where everything is lit up 24 hours a day, and feeling like the forest and everything was sort of encroaching on the roadway, just scared the hell out of me. I didn't used to like driving down country roads. Couldn't imagine being out in the country trying to camp. To me, roughing it means, I'm staying at a hotel that doesn't have room service. So I'm not a go back to nature kind of guy, not at all. It terrifies me. I'm completely a fish out of water. And so I thought that scared me. I'm one of the few people that I still think the Blair Witch Project is one of the scariest films I'd ever seen, and you can't convince me otherwise. I don't care how dumb you say it is. The fact of the matter is, those guys being out in the middle of the wilderness with creepy sounds is terrifying to me. I don't like it. It worked completely for me, and so I thought, well, I need to create that. That's where I need to start with. I need to start with a group of people out in the middle of the wilderness, and something happens. And I could go two ways with it, kind of like with After the Snowfall, where I could have gone a supernatural way. The three men coming into town, and that one could have been, vampires or wizards or something like that. Or I could have gone a more traditional way, a thriller way. I went the thriller way with After the Snowfall because with Gone, I decided to go the supernatural way. And I made these people go out in the middle of nowhere. Weird things happen in the sky, and they suddenly find themselves incapable of leaving this one particular area. And then they start disappearing. And nobody knows why. It happens overnight. And no matter what they try to do to get away, they somehow find themselves back at the same spot. And they discover also that something is sort of keeping them alive. Once I added the supernatural element, well, the story became much longer. And it no longer was a short story. And then it finally surpassed the point of being a novella and into the kind of short novel, which I guess is a novella, but you know what I mean. It was even past that. And suddenly I had a novel, a horror novel on my hands. And I let my imagination go kind of wild with it. And as such, ever since then, I've always had kind of a weird feeling about that book. I always felt like maybe I went too far, got too out there, and quite honestly, what happened is I think I have a very weird novel. And so I've always had a strange feeling kind of in my gut about Gone, because I always felt like it was just odd. And I always thought maybe I'd go back to it. Maybe I'd actually bring back the characters or do a similar sort of story, but do the other way. make it so that there is no supernatural element. I don't know if I'll do that or not. So again, it's just another point that writers are oftentimes the worst judge of their own material, because I've had people tell me they like the book. People buy it up and seem to like it. I recently had a really nice comment from someone named Laura. Hi Laura, if you see this. Leave a really nice comment on my website, BryanWAlaspa.com, and it was very nice. It was my first real foray with any kind of seriousness into ebooks. Ebooks were just really starting to become popular. I had just gotten an Android phone and gotten an e-reader where you downloaded your books from this place called Feedbooks. And I decided I would make this book available on Feedbooks, and I would make it available initially for free. And I actually put out a press release. I got on a local TV station talking about ebooks. You can actually see that on my YouTube channel as well. And it sold. Well, people downloaded it, and then when I decided to become serious about Kindle and Nook, I made it available there, and it's currently still available there. And as I'm recording this, it's still available for 99 cents there. So anyway, so that's gone. That's the origin of where that came from. I still feel kind of weird about it. So once again, the one book that I feel weird about is the one that audiences seem to like. The ones that I'm the most proud of are the ones that sell moderately well. So, go figure. That's just the difference between, being the writer and being the audience, being the publisher and being the people that are really buying up your stuff. So anyway, I hope you enjoy it. Thanks again to all of you. You've made this, it's been a rough summer. I recently had a death close to me. My dog, Shelby, my closest companion, passed away. She was 15, so it was not entirely unexpected, but it happened rather suddenly. And it's been kind of a rough summer in a lot of regards, but you folks out there with your Kindles and your Nooks and things like that have made it all worthwhile. So I seriously want to thank you again for everything you've done, and I hope you keep coming back. I hope you check out more of my videos, check out some more books. I got some great stuff coming up. Book coming out, horror novel. I'm shooting for Halloween. Maybe sooner, we'll see. And I've got, I think, my first true crime book, hopefully available for Kindle and Nook. I'm shooting for Christmas, but we'll have to see on that one, because those take a little bit more time. And I'm not done writing even a first draft yet, so we'll see. And then I've got some other stuff coming out in 2012, and working on getting in, hopefully, well, something special after the first of the year. We'll see. It's not a done deal yet, but we'll see. I might have a big announcement later. So anyway, thanks for your time. Thanks for listening. Keep reading. Don't have to be my stuff, but I hope you keep reading. Thanks. Take care.